Visit us on social media.
Hurricane Irma, one of the most powerful storms ever, hits the Caribbean and heads toward the U.S. Good morning, I'm Jennifer Lewis Hall. The massive storm passed over Barbuda early today and is now heading toward Puerto Rico, where people are getting ready. PHL17's Kyrie Stewart joins us live now from our satellite center with more. Kyrie.
Jen, the storm is expected to pass over the island this evening and could bring 185-mile-per-hour winds and 23 feet waves. Now, Puerto Ricans are preparing as best as they can for this potentially catastrophic storm. Residents there have been emptying store shelves, buying food, water, bread, and other supplies before the storm hits. Some are saying that it's hard to find generators or batteries. Many people are boarding up their homes and businesses. Several schools have also been closed. Officials have already evacuated portions of the eastern part of the island. The governor of Puerto Rico spoke to CNN's Anderson Cooper about their efforts to keep people safe.
It's hard to be ready, but we certainly are prepared. We've been working in this new administration to make sure that we have all the protocols ready. We enacted the first protocol starting a week before Irma hits landfall. So we're confident that we've done everything on our part now.
The governor has declared a state of emergency and activated the National Guard, and they're working to get people out of the flood-prone areas. Officials have already opened more than 400 shelters across the island before the storm makes landfall. Reporting live in the Satellite Center, Kyrie Stewart, PHL17 Morning News.
Well, concerns are growing in South Florida over Irma. A state of emergency has already been declared and a mandatory evacuation order has been issued for the Florida Keys. Andy Rose has more.
It will be days before Hurricane Irma could potentially reach Florida, but many people there aren't taking any chances. With the devastation of Harvey fresh on their minds, residents in South Florida are scrambling for supplies and preparing for a potential disaster.
People are scared right now. After they see what happened in Texas, they're just, they're afraid something's bad is going to happen. So, they better be prepared than not.
Long lines at gas stations, banks, runs on bottled water and building materials, all before Irma's exact path is certain. On Tuesday, Irma strengthened to a Category 5 hurricane, making it one of the strongest storms recorded in the Atlantic. As of Tuesday, Irma was on track to hit the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico in the next few days. After that, the storm could slam into South Florida.
Like other hurricanes where we do a wait and see, take a wait and see what the hurricane is going to do. This hurricane is far too powerful, poses far too great a threat for us to delay actions any longer.
Governor Rick Scott declared a state of emergency for all of Florida, and tourist-heavy Monroe County has issued an evacuation order for all visitors in the Keys. Authorities are hoping Floridians will heed their warnings.
Do not sit and wait to prepare. Get prepared now.
I'm Andy Rose reporting.
Let's get the very latest now on Irma's track from Jason Lee. Jason, this is being called a monster storm.
Yeah, Jennifer, for good reason. Category 5 is the strongest hurricane that the National Hurricane Center has. It is a Category 5 over the Leeward Islands right now. Winds at 185. Let's put this into motion and track it. It passes Puerto Rico just to the north later on tonight. As we get into the day tomorrow, still a Category 5, passing Haiti and the Dominican Republic just to the north. Then switches to a Category 4, but winds are still around 145 as we hit Cuba. Then this track has it hitting Florida off to the west, but at this point, that track, as we get into the weekend, still a bit uncertain. Let me show you some of the other models and some of the other possible tracks here. Now, to this point, all the models basically agree. The UK model just a bit more to the north, and actually the UK model kind of stalls out here. But you see, these models have it turning right sooner, hitting Florida to the east. One model actually has it turning right very soon and heading up toward North Carolina. So again, still a lot of uncertainty, but I want to show you the sheer magnitude of this storm. Take a look here. Give you an idea of the size of this thing. This is the size of Ohio right now. It's got this well-defined eye right in the center. The winds are actually calm in that eye. The harshest part is just outside of the eye. That's the area that everybody has to worry about. So again, it's something that we have to track as we get through the rest of this week. But this is already the second strongest Atlantic storm. The strongest was Hurricane Allen back in 1980. We're talking winds at 190. already almost there at 185. Jen, we'll have more on this, plus we'll have our local forecast too coming up.
All right, Jason, thank you very much. As Irma churns toward the U.S., the cleanup from Harvey continues in Texas. Of course, in response to the flooding, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, along with the Red Cross and other recovery groups, have been involved in the response to Harvey. Now they are gearing up for Irma as well. More now on the end of DACA. As outrage and protests are seen across the country, President Trump issues an ultimatum now to Congress to save the policy protecting undocumented immigrants who came to the country as children. And after a firestorm of comments, the president tweeted this out last night, saying Congress now has 6 months to legalize DACA, something the Obama administration was unable to do. If they can't, I'll revisit this issue. Stacey Cohan has more now from Washington, where some lawmakers say the president is passing the buck on this big issue.
I'm here today to announce that the program known as DACA that was effectuated under the Obama administration is being rescinded.
And with that, Attorney General Jeff Sessions announces the Trump administration is putting an end to the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program that is currently protecting about 800,000 so-called dreamers from deportation. The program provided legal status for undocumented immigrants who entered the U.S. as children. President Trump is putting the onus on Congress to come up with a plan over the next 6 months. He said in a statement he does not want to punish children, but, quote, "We are a nation of opportunity because we are a nation of laws."
We cannot admit everyone who would like to come here. It's just that simple.
The announcement was met with protests from across the country, including outside of Trump Tower in New York. House Speaker Paul Ryan released a statement saying he hopes Congress can agree on a long-term solution. Democrats are pinning the blame on the man at the top.
There's no doubt that this falls squarely on the desk of Donald Trump. This is all his. He owns this.
The White House, meanwhile, says immigration policy should come from Capitol Hill.
We have confidence that Congress is going to step up and do their job. This is something that needs to be fixed legislatively.
In Washington, I'm Stacey Cohan.
Police have charged a woman who they say drove an SUV into a crowd at a South Philadelphia block party. As seen last night on Action News at 10 on PHL17, Monique McKnight has been charged with 9 counts of aggravated assault, driving under the influence, and related offenses. McKnight allegedly drove around a police barricade on the 1500 block of Ringgold Street, striking a crowd of people enjoying a block party on Labor Day. A Franconia Township highway worker has died, and a second worker is in critical but stable condition this morning after being struck by a vehicle while they were painting lines on a road. As the Action News team told you last night at 10 on PHL17, the 2 men were painting lines in front of West Broad Street Elementary School around 2:30 when they were hit. The driver of the vehicle did remain on the scene. The names of both victims as well as the driver are being withheld. The incident is under investigation. It is now 4:37 on this Wednesday morning. Let's get a check of your traffic on the go with Jenna Meisner. Good morning, Jenna.
Good morning, Jen. Well, we're halfway through the week, and our construction crews, they are all back in full force. Now, we hadn't seen them on Monday for the holiday, or really Tuesday, but here we are Wednesday. They are on 95. The good news is the Schuylkill Expressway, we are clear of construction crews there, but as I said, 95 is the place to be this morning for construction projects. We're at the Betsy Ross Bridge right now, and actually our camera, it just swung around, but we're showing our southbound side here, which is moving. We were seeing some backup due to construction crews on 95 here that are blocking the center and the right lane, but as you can see, we are moving again in this area. Now, not seen on our camera is the off-ramp here. The off-ramp to the Betsy Ross Bridge, the left lane there is currently blocked for construction crews. So they will be in the area until around 5 o'clock, so not much longer. But if you're going to be traveling in this area, just make sure you look out for them. And staying on 95, let's travel north into Bucks County, right between Levittown and Yardley here. Construction crews at Route 1 or mile marker 46. The left lane there is currently blocked. That's set to clear around 5 a.m. as well, and not causing many problems in this area. Jen, coming up, I'll have some construction to show you in New Jersey.
All right. Thank you, Jenna. Up next, what you can do now that a Pennsylvania airport has been prohibited in a Pennsylvania airport since 9/11. Plus, a new career move for ousted White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer. Will tell you what he's up to, and we'll have this.
There's carpet, and we had to pull that all out and then rip off the tack strip and things like that.
Well, the 5th grade girl who's in charge of flipping a house. Why she's doing it, coming up on PHL17 Morning News.
On to
1, 2, 2.
Ever wonder if there's a better way to shop for furniture?
Oh, hi. Oh,
Raymour and Flanigan.
Wow. Right. Where's your husband?
He's just at home getting a leg up on a few things.
Is there a difference?
We should have gone to Raymour and Flanigan. Yeah.
Guaranteed delivery in 3 days or less. Bigger selection.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Better service. Raymour and Flanigan. Delivering a better experience.
Olay Eyes. New deep hydrating eye gel with hyaluronic acid. Born to outperform the #1 prestige eye cream. For better hydration and your best look yet. Olay Eyes Collection. Ageless.
Injured in an auto accident? There's only one place to go. InjuryLawyer.com or call 1-800-624-8888. The Rothenberg Law Firm. Never settle for less.
The federal corruption trial for New Jersey Senator Bob Menendez is set to begin today in Newark. It is the first major bribery trial against a sitting U.S. senator in 9 years. Prosecutors allege the Democratic senator used his job to help advance the personal and business interests of a doctor, including allegedly helping his girlfriend obtain tourist visas. Prosecutors say it occurred after he donated hundreds of thousands of dollars to Menendez's political funds and committees. Both Menendez and the physician have pleaded not guilty. Well, for the first time since the 9/11 attacks, a U.S. airport in Pittsburgh is allowing people who are not passengers inside terminals. Visitors, or those who aren't flying and want to meet loved ones at the gate or want to shop in stores, are now able to obtain a special one-day pass. The pass will require the same TSA security clearance as ticketed passengers. Now, officials said if security lines get too backed up, they will delay the issuing of these air passes, but the Association of Professional Flight Attendants called the move a terrible precedent. Up next, Prince Harry's actress girlfriend opens up, plus the mysterious tweet that has Michael Jackson fans excited. The story in our Hollywood headlines next.
Be a powerful force. Nature Valley.
Mandy? Todd, from high school.
Todd, how are you?
You look great.
Thank you.
And that trip to Miami, that looked like fun. That picture of you in the two-piece had like 100 likes. Well, 101. Your oldest daughter, Stephanie, she is gonna really fill out one day. You want to take a quick selfie?
I gotta go, Todd.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll poke you.
Cure Auto Insurance. Drive well.
Do you have an idea for an invention or new product? Brian and Alice Jagosh, the inventors of the halftime drill driver, did. InventHelp licensed their invention to a leading As Seen on TV company, and it's now selling nationwide. Our clients made a financial gain, but this is just an individual success. Only a small number of inventions are licensed and sold in stores. InventHelp can help you try to submit your idea to companies. Call for free information.
For your free inventor's information, call 1-800-901-0316.
I can't believe how great this tastes.
I can't believe it comes in
vegan and organic.
Try I Can't Believe It's Not Butter in 2 new ways. It's vegan and it's organic.
I have a beautiful son who has autism. The Autism Speaks walk makes me feel that I'm doing something for research, for programs. Support the mission. Register for an Autism Speaks walk today.
Okay, who's ready for some science?
Rock, paper, scissors, scissors, spot. Rock, paper, scissors, scissors, spot. Cool. Rock, paper, scissors, scissors, spot. Rock, paper, scissors, scissors, spot.
Hello, Lolo.
You dog!
Ow. Sticky wicket, sticky wicket, sticky wicket.
That was beautiful.
The Big Bang Theory, 5 nights a week.
Tonight at 6:30 and 7 on PHL17.
Former White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer is looking to cash in on his fame on the paid speaking circuit. Worldwide Speakers Group announced yesterday that Spicer has signed with the organization. The group says it will exclusively represent Spicer when he speaks to corporations, trade associations, schools, and other organizations. Now, it's unclear if any organization has actually booked Spicer to give a talk. It's also not known how much Spicer will be paid for speaking, as his fee range is currently listed as, quote, inquire for details. Well, while most kids are worrying about their first few days of school, a Wisconsin elementary student is flipping a house. And wait until you hear why. Amanda Tyler has the story.
I had a whole vision with this.
A vision to flip a house has come to life for 11-year-old Madison Bew.
We found a way to get this all together.
The fifth grader is one of 6 kids in her family, and she knows while college is still a few years away, it's never too early to start saving.
We've repainted it all white.
That's where her grandpa Cliff comes in.
She said, you know, we have a lot of children in our household, and my mom and dad aren't going to be able to afford to pay for college, so I have to figure out a way to do that. And she said, I've been watching these shows, and I think I could flip a house.
Cliff admits he knew flipping a house wouldn't be an easy task, but he had faith in his granddaughter. The pair set out to look at houses, and after 11, Madison and Cliff decided on this 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. They closed on the house in early July, and that's when Madison and her family got to work, along with her grandparents, parents, and contractors.
I ripped out all the carpet.
Madison has put in her fair share of work in this house renovation.
You should have seen it before. There was carpet, and we had to pull that all out and then rip off the tack strip and things like that, and it took a really long time, but now we're here and it looks really good.
And the 11-year-old says this likely won't be her last house she'll flip.
I really think it's something fun to do, and I really want to do it again.
With college savings in mind, Madison is forging ahead with her family. For Grandpa Cliff, even if the first house doesn't turn a big profit, the experience has made it all worthwhile.
If we don't make a penny on this, the bonding that has taken place has been part of the side benefits.
Wow, not only the bonding, but what about the exposure, guys? I can see her with her own show.
I'm shocked.
Absolutely.
That's amazing.
I have plenty of projects, too. So, Madison, your number is? Jay, you've got a lot of weather out there to tell us about today.
Indeed, I do. We've got rain off and on throughout the day across the Delaware Valley. Right now, we're seeing mainly cloudy skies. Temperatures are in the upper 60s, 69 degrees in Philadelphia. This is what we can expect for the day today. Storms, again, throughout the day. Going to be chilly. Highs around 70. So basically, the temperature right now, it's going to be the temperature basically throughout the day. It's not going to change very much as we get through the afternoon. Here's the Doppler radar. We see, again, some rain falling throughout the region. Some heavy bands of showers moving through parts of Bucks County, especially down into Delaware as well. And again, we will see that rain off and on. And again, that could be heavy at times as we get through the day. Here is Futurecast. We see that system. This is a cold front that's passing on through, which is why the temperatures are going to be down. We'll see lower humidity on the back end of this front. But as that front passes by, we will see some rain. And again, we may see a couple of breaks in the action throughout the day, but today, this afternoon, and even tonight, some areas will still see some rain. Overnight tonight as well, some areas still getting some of those heavy showers as well. So just kind of keep that in mind. Basically, you need the umbrella off and on all day long today. So 70 is our projected high, and storms we will see throughout as we get through the afternoon, especially. Now, more rain tonight, down to 58 degrees for the overnight low. And then for tomorrow, things do clear out nicely. Partly sunny skies, and again, lower humidity on the back end of that cold front, and 74 is our projected high for tomorrow. 7-day on 17 shapes up like this. After the rain today, we've got a nice stretch of sunshine and dry conditions. 74 on Thursday, 73 on Friday. Great weather for the Temple game. 71 on Saturday, sunshine. Looks like sunshine Sunday and Monday. Next chance of rain after today would be Tuesday, showers, and 73. Let's check the roads. Roads are kind of wet. Is that affecting traffic, Jenna?
Not much, Jason. We are quiet right now in terms of accidents. There are no accidents to tell you about this morning so far, but as we saw Futurecast there, I'm sure as the rain rolls through, there will be some problems on the roadways. Taking a look at our speed sensors right now, we are traveling nicely heading into Philadelphia. Some slowdowns on Roosevelt Boulevard, but that's just morning congestion. Nothing to worry about there. I want to head into 202 in New Jersey, though, a number of construction projects there. First I want to remind you a big story on the roadways yesterday in King of Prussia. A water main break there resulted in a huge sinkhole on Schaefer Road. So that road is still closed between Kingwood Road and 202. Sure to be closed for quite some time as crews work to fix that sinkhole. Now, to get around this, Wilson Road is your alternate. Now let's head into New Jersey, down towards the coast, Galloway Township. Route 9 northbound crews are there on Leeds Point Road. The right lane there is blocked. And onto the AC Expressway heading towards Philadelphia, the westbound side at Route 73. The right shoulder there is blocked, and there's no time limit on this. This is indefinitely. So if you are traveling on the AC Expressway, make sure you look out for this. And crews are suggesting that large vehicles, they exit before exit number 28. That was a look at your traffic on the go.
In our Hollywood headlines, actress Meghan Markle is opening up for the first time about her relationship with Britain's Prince Harry. In an interview with Vanity Fair, Markle referred to Harry as her boyfriend and described their relationship as a great love story. She told the magazine that she began dating Harry in July of last year. Their relationship became public last November when Harry told the media to leave Markle and her family alone. Well, details have been announced for this weekend's star-studded concert to help victims of Hurricane Harvey. David Daniel has that and more in today's Hollywood Minute.
Beyoncé is bringing it for her hometown. The Houston native is just one of the megastars headlining a benefit for those affected by Hurricane Harvey. Also set for Hand in Hand, a benefit for Hurricane Harvey relief, George Clooney, Barbara Streisand, Blake Shelton, Reese Witherspoon, and Oprah Winfrey. The telethon will be live September 12th on multiple TV networks and streaming online.
Bus, do your stuff.
Down Main Street, you're relaxed and feeling good. Next thing that you know, you're seeing Monster!
I love it!
The Magic School Bus rides again. And yes, if that singing sounded familiar, that's Lin-Manuel Miranda with a new take on the theme song for the classic kids series. Kate McKinnon takes over voicing the teacher when the show returns with new adventures September 29th on Netflix. Also coming September 29th, something new from Michael Jackson. This animated snippet promoting something called Scream popped up on the late pop legend's official Twitter account. Is it an album of unreleased music? A Halloween-themed video? Something else? It's enough to make Michael's army of devoted fans scream. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Up next, Punxsutawney Phil's new rival. He's no groundhog. His name is Passy Pete, and this lobster's got his own prediction. The story when we come right back.
There's a saying, you've come a long way, baby. When I first started my career in law, there were only 3 women lawyers in the big firm that I went to work for. I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. 36 years later, things sure have changed, and we're proud to be part of that change. Today, our firm's commitment to diversity and inclusion extends not to just the representation of our clients, but to those who work with us as well. Talking the talk means walking the walk. Morgan & Morgan, for all the people.
At Raymore & Flanagan, when it comes to your satisfaction, we are always improving the shopping experience. That's why we offer guaranteed furniture delivery in 3 days or less and free next-day mattress delivery. Now, we're going one step further and offering delivery every day of the week. The furniture and bedding you want when you want it, even on Sundays. Only at Raymore & Flanagan.
Due to the recent financial crisis, trillions of dollars in retirement investments have been wiped out, forcing seniors to delay retirement and question their future. For many, a reverse mortgage is the answer. It's simple. With a reverse mortgage, you don't make monthly payments, you receive money every month. The title and deed always remain in your name, and you can stay as long as you live there. Best of all, the money you receive is tax-free. This government-backed program is regulated by HUD and insured by the FHA. There are no income, asset, or credit requirements, no monthly mortgage payments, and you retain ownership of your home.
Getting this reverse mortgage has enabled us to continue enjoying our lives.
It makes life much easier. That was the best thing I've ever done. For more information about obtaining your reverse mortgage and to receive a free gift, call 1-800-276-8596. 1-800-276-8596.
If you're someone who wants to hold on to summertime, you'll like this story. There's a lobster in Maine that's predicting 6 weeks of summer to continue. Now, Passy Pete is Belfast, Maine's equivalent to Puxatawny Phil, the groundhog. He is named after the river in which he calls home, and for the past 3 years, the clairvoyant crustacean has made his prediction by picking a scroll there. Well, come fall, will we see 6 more weeks of summer? His prediction this year?
The answer everyone seeks. There is snow upon the peaks. But down in Belfast, the weather is holding fast. Summer will last 6 more weeks.
Passy Pete has predicted an extended summer the past 2 years and was right both times. Now, after his prediction, he was released back into the river. Good thing, guys. He could have ended up on a roll. I don't know.
You know, it figures lobsters, they're very shellfish, aren't they? Of course he wants more summer. Oh, come on. No, that was funny. You guys do not know what you're talking about. That was funny.
That was too easy, Jason.
I don't know, Jason. Just today, stick to the weather. We got this.
Maybe I should climb up and do the forecast and stop floundering around. I am a little shrimp, they tell me. All right, we've got temps in the 60s and 70s right now. It's kind of chilly out there, 69 degrees in Philadelphia. Temps won't change too much as we get through the day today. You'll see that coming up. Here's our satellite radar picture. Right, some rain moved through last night into the overnight hours, and more rain coming our way later on today. We'll see that with Futurecast. Here's a system that's going to pass on through. This is all part of a cold front. Now, this cold front will bring us lower temperatures and lower humidity come tomorrow, but what it's going to bring today is some rain off and on throughout the day. We will see some dry periods, but of course, again, the off and on showers with the heavy bands too. This is just after lunchtime. We've got more rain coming our way for the drive home and into the evening, and some areas actually still see the rain as we get into the overnight tonight, especially parts of South Jersey. Those folks still seeing the heavy bands of showers. So watch for the strong storms off and on throughout the day today, and just be prepared for that. Here's the day planner. 68 in storms at 8 o'clock, 70 in storms at lunchtime, 67 and storms at 4 o'clock this afternoon. High today is only 70 degrees. More rain tonight, and we'll see upper 50s for the overnight low. Sunshine, low humidity, mid-70s for our high tomorrow. 7-day on 17 goes like this. We've got sunshine after the rain today. Nice weather for the Temple game on Saturday, 71 degrees for the high. Sunday and Monday look pretty good. Sunshine, low to mid-70s. Next chance of rain after today comes on Tuesday. Showers possible there. And a high of 73. But again, off and on storms today and 70 degrees. That is our forecast high. Coming up, we will track Irma. Right now, let's check the roads. Jenna Meisner has traffic. Hey, Jenna.
Good morning, Jason. I spoke too soon. I was just telling you that there were no accidents, but now we're getting reports of an accident on 295 this morning on our northbound side near Route 30. Now, construction cleared there earlier, and it was in this area, so wondering if that had something to do with this accident. But if we take a look at our map here, we are still in the green, so not causing much of a delay in the construction. As I said, is out of the area, so hopefully this will be able to be cleaned up shortly. Hopping on to the AC Expressway, some construction there this morning on our westbound side at Route 73. Now that right shoulder is blocked until further notice. Any oversized vehicles have to exit before exit number 28, so take note of that if you are traveling on the AC Expressway, our westbound side. Hopping on to Route 73, we saw construction there as well in both directions, but speeds have resumed to normal in the 40s here as we travel towards the Tacony-Palmyra Bridge, and 95 right behind the Tacony-Palmyra Bridge is still in the green as well, so we are looking good there. Taking a look at our drive times, no surprise here, it is still very early and we're moving nicely. Jen, I'll send it back to you.
All right, good to hear. Stay with us. We've got a lot more still ahead in our next half hour. And don't forget, folks, if you're looking for news tonight, check out Action News at 10 here on PHL 17. It's the most watched 10 o'clock newscast in Philadelphia. We'll be right back.
If what you see is what you get, then you've hit the jackpot. You can't fake steak. Longhorn Steakhouse. Tonight's special, the Great American Steak Dinner for $12.99. A center cut sirloin with a side, plus a starter or dessert. And for lunch, try one of our new burgers, like the barbecue bacon burger, only at Longhorn.
What if there was a paint where each drop was formulated to be smarter? Even smarter than that. So if a color didn't go on evenly, it would balance itself out to reveal its truest, richest state. If a paint could realize the fullest potential of any color, you have to wonder, is it still paint? Aura Interior from Benjamin Moore. Only available at independently owned paint and hardware stores.
It's always been about the millions of families. America's #1 is a status earned in every wash and one we re-earn every day. #1 trusted, #1 awarded. It's got to be Tide.
Harmelin Media is celebrating 35 years. That's a lot of season finales. Learn more about our forward-thinking strategies at harmelin.com.
Have you or a loved one been prescribed the blood thinner medication Xarelto? Xarelto has been linked to serious injuries, including internal bleeding of the brain or gastrointestinal system, cerebral hemorrhage, and even death. At the law offices of Jacoby & Myers, we've been bringing compassion and experience to our clients for over 40 years. Jacoby & Myers is now taking claims from those injured as a result of taking Xarelto. You won't pay a thing unless your case is settled.
Call 1-800-298-0673.
Hurricane Irma, one of the most powerful storms ever, hits the Caribbean and heads toward the U.S. Good morning, I'm Jennifer Lewis Hall. The massive storm passed over Barbuda early today and is now heading toward Puerto Rico, where people are getting ready. PHL17's Kyrie Stewart joins us live now from our satellite center with more.
Jen, the storm is expected to pass over the island this evening and could bring 185-mile-per-hour winds and 23-foot waves. Puerto Ricans are preparing as best as they can for what could be a potentially catastrophic storm. Residents there have been emptying store shelves, buying food, water, bread, and other supplies before the storm hits. Some are saying that it's hard to find generators or batteries. Many people are boarding up their homes and businesses, and on top of that, several schools have also been closed. Officials have already evacuated portions of the eastern part of the island. The governor of Puerto Rico spoke to CNN's Anderson Cooper about their efforts to keep people safe.
It's hard to be ready, but we certainly are prepared. We've been working in this new administration to make sure that we have all the protocols ready. We enacted the first protocol starting a week before Irma hits landfall. So we're confident that we've done everything on our part now.
Well, the governor has also declared a state of emergency and activated the National Guard. They're working to get people out of flood-prone areas. Now, officials have already opened more than 450 shelters across the island before the storm makes landfall. Live in the Satellite Center, Kyrie Stewart, PHL17 Morning News.
Concerns are growing in South Florida over Irma. A state of emergency has already been declared, and a mandatory evacuation order that is, has been issued for the Florida Keys. Andy Rose has more.
It will be days before Hurricane Irma could potentially reach Florida, but many people there aren't taking any chances. With the devastation of Harvey fresh on their minds, residents in South Florida are scrambling for supplies and preparing for a potential disaster.
People are scared right now. After they see what happened in Texas, they're afraid something's bad is going to happen. So, they better be prepared to not.
Long lines at gas stations, banks, runs on bottled water and building materials, all before Irma's exact path is certain. On Tuesday, Irma strengthened to a Category 5 hurricane, making it one of the strongest storms recorded in the Atlantic. As of Tuesday, Irma was on track to hit the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico in the next few days. After that, the storm could slam into South Florida.
Like other hurricanes where we do a wait and see, take a wait and see what the hurricane is going to do. This hurricane is far too powerful, poses far too great a